Hi guys, it's Charlotte again, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting vlogs recently or any videos recently because, well, one, I've been kinda busy, and by kinda busy I mean late and going to bed late and working. So I wasn't all lazy. Today I thought I was going to do a top 10 favorite movies that I own. Now, I have plenty of favorite movies, and there are some movies that don't make this list that really should make this list and surpass other ones that are on this list. Because, I mean, there's so many more movies that I want to include. The reason I keep looking over there is because I'm looking at all of my other DVDs and going, I should have picked that one to be on this list. But what are you going to do? Sorry about that. This is just my opinion. So if you don't like it, then sorry. Anyways, let's get this list started. If you do know me, then you might know what might be number one, so sorry about that. I'm an easy book to read. Okay, first off, Orphan. Orphan. The reason The Orphan is on the list is because I watched this movie when I was in 8th grade with all of my friends. We were sitting in the dark at around midnight watching this movie because we rented it from the video store when video stores were still in business in town. And honestly, it was one of our favorite films. We all got so scared. I mean, come on, some creepy little Russian girl is trying to kill you all. And I mean, it's a scary film, and I would definitely recommend you to see it. Okay. Number 9, Hellraiser. Hellraiser, in the thunder and heat. Sondheim over. I chose Hellraiser because, well, it's another one that I saw with my friends that I was too chicken to watch on my own, so me and my friends watched it. And it was so gross and horrifying, but at the same time very awe-inspiring. Like when you see Pinhead for the first time, I wouldn't call Pinhead beautiful, but he's a presence. He's there, and it's so the S&M part of it is scary. Just I mean, you can tell it doesn't have the best special effects, but it doesn't need to be because it's just the grossness and the roughness of the effects make it a really scary film, and it has stood the test of time, I believe. So, yeah, another one I recommend. Let's just get this over with. I recommend all of these movies that are on this list. Why else would they be in my top 10 if I don't recommend them to you? Number 8, Pan's Labyrinth, Guillermo del Toro. Now this movie I discovered because my mom watched it one day and she liked it, so I figured I had to try it too. And it was sad, it was horrifying, it was fantastical, but it's a beautiful film. Guillermo del Toro does such a good job. If you've watched Hellboy, you know how good he is with fantasy. I mean, I can't even wait to see Pacific Rim. I hope I can see that in the theaters if I get the chance. But Guillermo del Toro is a good director, good writer, good everything. Just check out Pan's Labyrinth. And please don't let the subtitles deter you. I know it's in Spanish, but if you really want to see good movies, you gotta broaden your horizons and read movies. I'm sorry. It's something we all have to deal with in life. What are you gonna do? Number 7, The Crow, Brandon Lee. Another amazing film. Brandon Lee is Bruce Lee's son, and he died on the set of this movie. It's really sad. The story stands the test of time. A rocker comes back from the grave to avenge his girlfriend's death at the hands of these gangsters. It's sad, it's beautiful. Check it out. Number 6, The Exorcist, You knew this movie had to be on this list. It's on every horror movie fanatic's list. But The Exorcist is really good. It stands the test of time, for me at least. I saw it with a friend in the dark. We had a big, huge window behind us, and as I was sleeping on her couch, I was afraid that Reagan was going to, like, smash through the window and attack me and vomit pea soup on my face. That's not a good thing for teenagers to have nightmares about. Anyways, on to the next one, which I have to remember the number. Number 5! A Nightmare Before Christmas! That was the movie. I watched it when I was 13, and that is the movie that got me into Tim Burton. And I loved it. At the time, my sister didn't think too much of it, but I loved it. I had to see every one of Tim Burton's movies afterwards. And he still is a big influence to me nowadays. And I still really like his stuff. Let's go on to number 4. Number 4 is Low. You have probably never heard of this movie before whatsoever, have you? Unless you are a frequent watcher of Netflix. Otherwise, you probably have missed out on this gem. I saw it on Netflix first and went right on Amazon and got this DVD. Low is about a man whose girlfriend has been kidnapped by demons, so he, against her wishes, summons the demon Low, to help him bring her back to him. And basically the only genre I can describe this movie in is horror, comedy, musical, romantic, yeah, with demons. Yeah! It's a quirky film. It doesn't have many sets. It doesn't have many settings either, but a lot of people quit when the musical aspect starts. Please don't. Just try it. I cried at the end. I've gotten many people to cry at the end. This is good. It's got a great story. I think you'll like it. Number 3. We're getting into the good stuff now. This is one of my favorites. It was so hard. The top 3 were so hard to place in this list because they kind of are just my favorites. I don't even know how to place them. So it's kind of ambiguous. They're all in a, well, row. Number 3, Silent Hill. My goodness, do I love Silent Hill. I love the video games. I loved the movie, even though people who like video games don't really like the movie adaptation. I really love the movie adaptation. It went away from the video games just enough and then added its own mythos, which I greatly appreciate, other than just remakes rehashing the same old stuff over and over again. Ugh. Silent Hill is such a creepy movie. It's horrifying and it's beautiful and awe-striking at the same time. The sets are amazing. Patrick Tatopoulos, the monster designer, I love him. He's on Face Off, or used to be. He's not anymore because he's too busy. That makes me sad, because I like to hear him say hello, because he is Greek, and he says hello differently. Hello. Yes. Check out Silent Hill. It's a really good movie. Even if you aren't a fan of the video games, you'll be able to follow this movie pretty well. The sequel, I own the sequel, but I didn't like it as much as the first movie. So, it's all based on your personal opinion where you want to end up with this movie and this film. Number 2 is probably another movie you have not seen unless you are a Netflix person. Watch it if you have Netflix. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. It's very funny, very amusing. Basically, it's 2 hillbillies. They're the sweetest hillbillies you'd ever know, but these teenagers mistake them for serial killers. And then the fun just escalates, and it just keeps going on, and it's hilarious. Go try them out. Go on Netflix. Go and try them out. Don't you hate it when you unwrap a movie in the plastic and it's still got this plastic on the binding. I hate that. Got it! My number one. Get over music! Yes, A Nightmare on Elm Street. If you know me, you knew this was going to be first. Whether you liked it or not, I don't care. Nightmare on Elm Street, I can watch this movie every weekend and still find reasons to watch it again. And its sequels. Even number 2 and 5. So yeah. I don't need to say too much. Everybody knows the story of A Nightmare on Elm Street. If you still haven't seen it, then see it. What are you doing wasting your time? I mean, still continue to watch my video, but after rewatching my video, go on to, I don't know, Google and look it up and watch it and be amazed. And then buy all of the merchandise. One can never own too much merchandise. Buy it now. Mwah. So that is my top 10. So 3, what you call 'ems? Honorable mentions. Yes, honorable mentions. You're all gonna get mad because of this honorable mention because everybody did not like this movie, or because they're like, it has no plot, or plot holes everywhere. I don't care if it has plot holes. If you watched this movie, you watched it for one reason. To watch Freddy and Jason kick each other's butts. That is the one reason you watched that movie, and if you try to give any other reasons otherwise, then why are you here? I mean, just looking at this, you know what's going to happen. If you come for some silly reason to think that Freddy and Jason are going to have a flower garden and prance around in it and be bestest friends and not kill anybody and not kill teenagers who have sex and not kill stoners, then please check out your brain because it is not functioning properly. That is all. Second honorable mention goes to Halloween, the king of slashers. I had to put this on the list just because it's Michael Myers. Come on. Who doesn't like Mikey? Who doesn't like Mikey? If you don't like Mikey, then bleh. Anyways, third honorable mention goes to The Strangers. Why on earth would I choose The Strangers to put on my honorable mentions? First reason, it scared my pants off. 2, it kind of reminds me of a newer version of Halloween, except there's 3 people with masks on their faces instead of 1 person with a William Shatner mask on their face. And they are basically kind of like Michael, except it's gorier and, I don't know, doll faces creep me out. That is all the time I have for today. Be sure to like, favorite if you wish, subscribe, leave comments if you will. I am very appreciative of your comments. I should warn you, princess. The first time tends to be a little messy. I'm weird. Mwah! To my viewers. Mwah! Mwah! I love you all. Oh my god, it's so cool when you swoop back and forth. Bloop, 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 bloop. I have a glow on my face. So I'll see you next time, you guys. Bye bye. Oh my god, it's coming out of my belly. Get it out. Rah, 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 rah. I'm just unique. Thank you. Come again.